what I do, unlike the other mentors out there, I show you what I would do at the moment of the trade versus what I know happened. And you'll see that too. You'll see mentors or other people that have a particular way of trading, and then they rather should have entered based off of their teaching, but then they start looking, they go to different time frames and they're looking at different indicators. No, I wouldn't have entered this one, or I would have entered this one because of X, Y, and Z, because they know it went up. Can we do something like this? And nobody knows what's going to happen. There's a lot of YouTubers right now. There's a lot of YouTubers, influencers, people on Twitter. They're just geniuses, you know, because they do 10, 15, 20 charts a day. And look, guys, I told you it was going to do this. I told you it was going to do this. But they're tricking you, though, because they're posting either a lot of different setups on one chart, or they're posting, or in addition to that, they're posting a lot of charts. They're tricking you. When you're brand new, you don't understand that. I didn't. Nobody does. And we get tricked. We buy their course. We buy their $2,400 course or whatever it is, just to see that they're posting so many charts that you're lucky if you get one of the ones that wins. Here, we show you how to do this. We show you how to enter, where to put your stop losses, where to do your targets. We show you how to make money before actually you needing to join the group. Now, granted, you'll learn faster if you join the group, but still, you can still learn here. And then we got to see what happens here. Is it going to bounce up, breaking this level, which is like, okay, we might start doing higher highs and higher lows, possibly going to our all-time high again, or are we going to break this level and now continue the downtrend? I'm going to say it's going to go up. Then this is going to be our deciding factor for the remainder of the week. We'll see. Morning, guys. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Whatever time is your time. 3, 2, 1. Bingo bango. Where are the lights? Where are the lights? Ooh, man, I was enjoying not being blinded. Now I'm blinded by the lights. All right, guys. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you every single day how to successfully trade. Yeah, without using big words like mitigated, SFP, swing failure pattern. Now, granted, if I do use those words, which just makes me sound smart, I tell you what they actually mean. Mitigated. Look at that. Mitigated. What does it mean? Touch. That's all it means. Touch. If you like that I simplify things, make sure to smash a like. If you like that I give this thought process in a very easy way to digest, make sure to tell people about this channel. Same thing with SFP. You know, you hear people saying SFP, but they don't say what it is. Swing failure pattern. Okay, well, what's that? It's a wick. That's it. I want to sound smart. I'm going to use mitigated and SFP, and it touched it. Here's a wick. Here's a long wick. I make things really, really easy, guys, and I hope you enjoy that. Once again, let people know about this channel. I'm trying to get more eyes on the channel. That's why I'm kind of doing different time frames. This week, it's going to be 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With that being said, let's go ahead and look at the bubbles. We like the bubbles. So here we go. The mic looks good. Yes, bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango, guys. I do love the bingos and the bangos. If you got them, put them in the chat. Put them in the chat if you got the bingo bangos. Of course, you have this when you become a member. If you're not a member, you can just type in bingo and a bango. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the chats. We got the chat going on. Oh, yeah. So let me go ahead and put this on here. I have yet to see it. This is a funny animation when a tip is sent. So, you know, if you want to see that, check it out. All right. HBAR on the day, 56%. Should we join it? No, definitely not. Why? It already pumped. It already moved. You don't want to do that. We have XTZ. Nope, not doing it, not touching it. OM yesterday was up huge, and we said stay away from it. Just because we have a higher likelihood of it coming down. Now, of course, this is on the daily time frame. Let's go to the hourly. On the hourly, mixed emotions. We have ups, we have downs. Peanut is down 0.69%. Floki down, you know. And I mentioned this earlier in the VIP group. I do a lot of thought process videos, and I was noticing that with Bitcoin going up, some coins were going up, some coins, and by going up barely, other coins were kind of doing nothing or going down. And then when Bitcoin started going down, some coins were going down with it, and some coins are just kind of going sideways, or just looking very boring. And I mentioned to the groups, like right now, it looks very wishy-washy. Normally, lately, when Bitcoin goes up, coins go up. When Bitcoin goes down, coins go down. Bitcoin goes sideways, same kind of with the alts. But a few hours ago, I was like, it is looking pretty so-so. Of course, our longs will continue to do well if Bitcoin goes up, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But I'm always updating the group when it's needed, in my opinion, for possible movements and what to look out for. So just kind of, you know, it's better to be prepared than unprepared, in my opinion. So this is Crypto Bubbles. What is the Fear and Greed Index? Let's get blinded by the lights. 83. Yesterday we were at 90. Day before that, I'm sorry, last week was 76. So we were in pretty deep greed, and now it's kind of slowing down just due to the fact of Bitcoin, well, kind of not doing too many things remarkable. Speaking about Bitcoin, let's talk about liquidations. This is for the hour. Longs liquidated because Bitcoin was going down. 4 hour, about half, up and down because it's going sideways. Same thing, 12 hour. And then for the 24 hour, longs got liquidated more than the shorts. Let us look at the actual Bitcoin chart. So here, and this is kind of funny too. Let me know if the background music is too loud. I always listen back to it, and I don't think it's loud. Now, if you say that it is loud, let me know if you're hearing this on, my headphones. If you are listening to headphones, let me know, because I think it's only loud if you have it on headphones. Maybe, I don't know. Yesterday, price action was down here, and that was the intro video that I had. Price was down here, and we were saying that it might come up based off of this previous support resistance. Maybe come down, come up again to this previous support resistance, come down. This is the level that we need to either bounce off of or break below to kind of see what's going on. Well, if I was any other mentor or any other person on YouTube right now, man, I'd be screaming from the top of my lungs, look guys, I told you. I didn't even point at you. I told you I was going to do this. Nobody knows, guys. Nobody knows. But that's how they trick us. They trick us because I was one of them, in the very beginning. It's like, this guy can tell the future, man. And of course, the next thing they lead up with is join my group. Join my group. If you want to know how to trade like me, if you want to see the charts like I see them, join my group. Do I have a group? Yes. Do I want you to join it? Yes. Do I trick you to join it? No. I show you what I do. I show you how I trade. And if you want to learn faster, join the group. If you don't have money, and it's funny too, some of my friends, and I said, Joe, you're not going to get rich like the other YouTubers that get rich off of members. So I'm not trying to get rich off of members. I want them to learn, because this was brought up because, I told them, I said, yeah, I give my stuff out for free. And they're like, why? Because I don't want anybody to have any excuse not to make a tremendous amount of money this bull run. And it's like, Joe, like, you're not gonna, all those houses that you're talking about that they're showing and those cars, that's not you. That you're not. I said, I know that, but I just need to live comfortable. Make sure I have food in the fridge, roof over my head, and a door I can close. That's all I need. I'm a happy guy. Very, very content. Here, Bitcoin did exactly as we thought it might do. And I am not one of those, oh, I told you. Because I didn't know. I'm just going off of the previous history, support resistance. And this is what I show in the YouTube live streams and of course in the VIP. And I'm showing you how to do all this stuff so that you can make money. This was the level, and look how perfect this was. So am I a genius? No. Let's move this over. It went up, came down, broke this level, and then because of that, I made another video on YouTube. I'm sorry, not on YouTube, for the VIP group. I said, all right, guys, it was right here. I said, okay, you know, we have this, and I'm going to show this to you. 15%. If it pulls, my gosh, I can't even make this stuff up. If it pulls to the 15% mark, you know, more than likely we're going to possibly see a bounce here. Maybe a little bit before, but you know, it'd be good to see a bounce here to come up. And then of course, let's see what happens. It's always level by level. If it breaks below this 15%, we're looking for a bounce in this very tiny support zone or buying pressure zone. If it breaks this level, again, level by level, we're looking at this, you know, anywhere between 86.6 and possibly 85.2. This is because of this buying pressure. Look at all these wicks. Look at this SFP, swing failure pattern. Look at these wicks. These wicks are screaming that this zone right here, possible area of a bounce. If we break this, I do see that us coming down to this 4-hour fair value gap, also this daily possible fair value gap, which would put us to 50% of the retracement. Now you may be thinking, Joe, retracement from where? Retracement from the beginning of the move. This is the trend. This is when the trend changed and started making its move upward. So I pulled from the low to the high, and this is how I'm getting my levels. So that, in my opinion, is very important, right? So let's go ahead and do this right here. Let's do this. Yes, guys, definitely smash the like, and I appreciate each and every one of you who's in here. We do got a wick, so let's do some shout outs. I started doing the comments and then I forgot. Let's see here. Let's see, Dylan says, hey Joe, how's it going? Going good, man, going good. We got Crypto Candy in the house. We got Dylan, we got Dave P. Very, very nice. Let's see here, Crypto Candy says, be kind, smash that like. Yes, definitely. Random Trader's in the house says, hey Joe, great to see you. Thank you for all you're doing to help us. Yeah, you will. I don't think you might. I know you will. Now, granted, none of this is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. We all know that. Got to put out that disclaimer. Not only that, but I have a rolling text that says the same thing. Not financial advice. Just a guy on the internet who knows how to trade. And a guy on the internet who doesn't want to get rich off of you. You know, I want to get rich with you, not because of you. So just kind of give you a heads up. This is why I share everything. Speaking about that, I still have to post a new free content in the Patreon. I got really busy last night, started doing a bunch of charts, updating the group, the whole nine. So I do need to do that today. So at least once a week, I put something for free on Patreon. So if you're not a free member, join. Now, granted, do I have stuff for sale on Patreon? Yes, of course. That's how I, that's what supports the channel. I'm trying to think like, what's the wording? That's how it supports the channel. All right, moving on. Wick says, I don't trust tokens that rely on a central personality to float its price. Yeah, Cardano for Charles Hoskin, Doge for Musk. I don't care the names. Yeah. So for Musk, I think, in my opinion, for Doge, I think it's going to go. Because you're going to see all these newcomers coming in where they kind of heard about Doge. They know Elon Musk, and they may not be into politics, but they know Elon from either the rockets or the cars, Cybertrucks. They know him. They know the name. The name is familiar. And, once you start saying Doge, and the guy giggles. It's so funny. I'm watching him on Joe Rogan, and he's like, oh, you mean Doge? Department of Government Efficiency? And he starts giggling. it's gonna go, and I really do think so. See here, crypto coin mindset. Hey, man, we did a great stream earlier today at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just got off of crypto coin mindset's live stream. Great show, so definitely, you know, subscribe to him. Subscribe to him. We got gaming in the house. What's going on? TA on HBAR. Yes, HBAR did some moves. So let me go ahead. Oh, I forgot to get my notebook. So HBAR. All right, very good. So what do I think is going to happen to Bitcoin? We kind of went over that. We have levels that it needs to break before it, you know, comes down. Right now, I was getting a little worried because some of our longs, I mean, they're still a little bit away from our stop losses. But then, of course, you know, we rely on our TA. We're looking for a bounce. We did get a bounce, and our coins are looking good. I'm in a few that are higher leverage coins. Of course, one of them is Doge. Give you all a heads up. And that's all I got for this one. So let's go ahead and look. Now I have to remember to put this on the layout of YouTube. If not, I will show you by accident the, oh man, Casper went up yesterday. Look at that huge move. All right, I will show this to you by accident. And of course, sometimes I do it by accident, wink, wink. And sometimes I do it on not accident. HBAR, would I touch it? No. Why not? What does this say? When was this? When was this? Oh, this was April 24. Long time ago. It moved 106%. And I put, don't FOMO. I don't care that it pumped. Take time to look for other coins. Don't FOMO. If you FOMO, don't cry to me when they dump on you. A little rough. I give rough love or tough love. And this was back in April. Now, looking at it now, would I enter right now? Nope. Thought process stays the same. I wouldn't touch this. So let's go ahead and delete everything. 20 drawings gone, and I'm assuming that was here. Yep, that was here. What happened last time? Came down, took about 70%, if not a little bit more, started coming up, broke this level, came back for this liquidity as well, and then 100%. Do I think it's going to do the same? Sure, why not? Do I think it's going to take 100%? No, because of the point of the market that we're in. I don't think that it'll come down that much. I do think that it will come down. Let's go to, well, let's go ahead and do this first. Fib retracement from the beginning of the move to the absolute top. It would be nice and healthy if it retraces 38%, which would be the 0.382. All these are percentages. It'd be nice and healthy to come down here. There was news on HBAR. Forgot what it was. Listing on an exchange. I forgot what it was. Hey, we got All Set in the house. What's up, All Set? Thank you, man, for being here. Appreciate you. Of course, definitely smash the likes. That is greatly appreciated. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame. I forgot what news was on HBAR. Let's see here. Would you consider a short for HBAR or too risky? It's too risky just because of the current market. The current market right now is semi-bullish. Could we look for a short? Sure, why not? We'll look for a short. And then, of course, we'll be very, 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 very safe as far as our entry. So here, very nice, very nice. So right now, it'd be nice for it to come down here to the 382. So this could be our possible short as far as our target goes. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame. Now, what I'm also looking at is I'm looking at this stuff down here. It's overbought on the RSI. Does that mean that it's going to come down? No. It can continue going up. The overbought can continue being 85, 86, 88, 92, 94. You're going to see this a lot as the market progresses. You're going to see this a lot. And you may think, oh, it's overbought. It's at 98. I'm going to short it. And it continues to go up. 99, 100. And then it might pull back maybe 15%. which will let this cool off and reset, and then it starts pumping some more. So this right here is a relative strength index. It does just that. It's not a buy and sell indicator. It tells you the strength of the move. Is it above 50? If so, it's good. If it's below 50, not so good. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, okay. We came up, came down, came up, coming down. We do have our RSI starting to curve down because it's resetting. Right now we do have possible bearish divergence. We have a high and a lower high. My definition of possible, which again, I've never heard any other YouTuber say, the reason it's possible, well, if the price action comes up and keeps on going up, well, then the oscillator, which is the histogram in this case, will continue going up, creating a higher high than this, meaning no longer divergence. So this is why it's possible. Now, if this starts coming down and down and down, well, now this created a pivot, and now you can say, oh, okay, so the possible divergence turned into divergence, and we can tell because it's produced at minimum 3 to 5 candle closes, or candles that are coming down because of the pivot. Let's see here. So does this mean that I would go short because of this possible? No. Let's see here. We do have increasing volume. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, so right now we have a lot of strength on the 15-minute time frame. We have a lot of strength right here. So we have sell pressure, 15-minute time frame. We have some buying pressure on the bottom, but look at these wicks. Look at these candles. Nice candle size compared to the other candle sizes. Nice candle size again compared to the other candle sizes. Same thing, nice and nice. If I was going to short, it would have to also depend on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's starting to look bearish and starting to break through support downward, and this also, so right here we have a fair value gap from here to here on the 15-minute time frame. Does that mean it's going to come down here? Nope, sure doesn't. Could it? Sure, why not? Fair value gap, and let's go ahead and adjust this to this extend, and let's put this in the center. If I was going to short this, very high risk, but it would be higher leverage, maybe a 10x, due to this is basically my target, because this is actually a zone right here. And of course I always see boxes, I see zones all the time. So this is my area of support, because it was once resistance broke through. So if it comes down, we have a pretty good chance of support for a bounce. So we're looking at the 5-minute time frame. What I would do, let's do this. Let's make sure our magnet tool is on. Price action would have to break below this 0.13409. Could you front run it now? Sure. Is it higher risk? Yeah, because it could bounce here and come up. Let's see here. What would my target, or rather, what would my, it's too much. The risk to reward isn't there. I wouldn't do it. I mean, if I did, I would have my stop loss crazy tight, and knowing that I have a 97% chance. These are just numbers I'm throwing out of the air. That's all, folks. This is extremely high risk. If I did a 10x, maybe here, 2-to-1 ratio, it's too high risk though. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. Even though it's coming down, I wouldn't do it. Not for me. Not for me. Any coins, guys? Any coins you want me to look over? I will do that for you. I'm not sure if y'all saw this or not, but you might want to pay attention to this over here. That's all I'm going to say about that. That is all I'm going to say about that. So let's go ahead and put this over here. Let's go add this to our YouTube rapid fire. There we go. Now, there are times where I do mistakes by accident, which that one was a huge mistake. But you might want to check out what we're doing in the VIP. You might want to, because pretty soon it's going to get crazy. It's going to get crazy, crazy, crazy. And one thing that I always stress, I stress patience. For example, there was one coin that we've been looking at for the past couple of days, and I was like, it's not ready yet. And I do all the waiting for the group. I said, it's not ready yet. We got to wait and see what's going to happen. We got to wait and see. Then the next day is like, okay, this one looks pretty good. And man, like, let's wait another 4 hours to see if it closes above the level that we're looking at. And of course it didn't. Then I updated the group again at 2 in the morning. And I said, okay, I'm gonna, try to go to sleep. These charts, they're just, we're making some money. I said it has 2 more hours for this new 4-hour candle to close. If it closes above this level, set your alert. If it closes above this level, then it may be a good entry, but we may have to wait 8, maybe 12 hours. But I'll check it in the morning and see how it goes. Sure enough, I think I posted like at 5 or 6 in the morning. The alert went off, and it had just gone off like 2 minutes prior. The alert went off and is not ready yet. We have to wait. A few hours after that, it's ready. Let's go. And right now it's moving. So this is what I do. I do all the waiting for you. And then I actually post in the setup group when potentially it should be ready. Let's see here. Dylan says, thank you, Joe, for that explanation. You are very welcome. I love giving the thought process. One thing I think is so sad, it really is. There's a lot of really smart, very profitable traders out there, but they can't get it from here to here so you can receive it and then for you to implement it. It's very, very sad. So that leads me to believe that possibly it's just a numbers game for them. They enter some, they win some, they lose some. They show a setup that has maybe 4. The average is 2 to 3 setups on a particular chart. For example, this right here. Let's just say we were doing this as a setup and we went for a short. This is what their setup might look like. So this would be our target. This would be our stop loss. This would be one. Hopefully y'all can see this. Yeah, I think you can. So that would be one of their setups. Another one of their setups would be something like this. Let's get rid of this. Let's move this over. Their other setup would be something like this. And then they would have possibly another setup to where it's like this. And their whole thing is, all right, guys, this is what we're looking for. Like, we're looking for, for it to, like, right now, you can enter, and then here's your stop loss. This is our target. But then they have these other ones so that if you enter here and it's doing great, and then you get stopped out, and then it's coming, and it goes up here where they're saying that it might come up to, and then it starts coming down, and then it goes up and you get stopped out. And it's doing this number, and now it goes to the area where they think it might for a great entry, starts coming down, and then now it does this number. Well, guess what they're going to post? They're going to post, hey guys, this was our setup and it did great. You got stopped out. You're eventually, will it go down? Possibly, but you don't want this, guys, in my opinion. So you want somebody to say, this is the plan, either plan A or plan B or vice versa. You don't want this. This will get you right, Because let's say you go in 2 times and you get stopped out and you're like, man, I don't think it's going to work. And then the 3rd time it goes, it's like, oh, okay. So then let's say next time you go and get stopped out 2 times, like, well, the last time you did 3, let me do the 3rd one. And this one doesn't work. It's like, man. Then the next time you go, it's like, okay, well, 3 didn't work, maybe 4. Oh, that's a horrible way to do it. So just kind of give you a heads up. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So we're going to leave this one on. For me, again, the risk to reward isn't there. Could it come down here and get your target? Sure. But for me, I'd say no. We're going to check back on that one in a little bit. So I think we had another one. So YouTube, make sure it's not showing the wrong stuff. Okay. Let's see here. Wick says, I'm trying to identify projects to scale into as I scale out of XRP in the coming months. Okay. That's right. I will exit XRP. So everybody do a bingo bango for Wick. Everybody do a bingo bango for Wick. Wick is now my new favorite. We have converted another one. No, I'm playing. Wick probably already had the thought process on that. Let's see here. I will exit XRP eventually 65 to 90% of my XRP position next year or so. I anticipate it. It's a smart move. It really is. It's a really smart move. Now, XRP, in my opinion, will hit $3, possibly $5 this bull run. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm hoping for. I do have a little bit of XRP, and I sold a lot of it, like 85% of it last bull run when it wasn't doing anything for months and months and months, and I made a tremendous amount of money with all these other coins. And I do believe that you can do the same, if not better. Let's see here. Eyeing Ondo and TA. Yes, Ondo, we're actually in Ondo. So Ondo and TIA. TIA, we got stopped out and we entered that one some time ago. All Set says, Wick, maybe short-term snowball. Entry at strength and back out at stable. Capital is a position. See here. LOL. LOL. All right. So let us look at Ondo. Let's go to Ondo. Ondo USDT. Let's go to MEXC. For this one, do we have Ondo as USDT.P as a chart already? Nope, no chart. Oh wait, I was on the. Okay, so we do have a chart on Ondo. So this is a future chart. Now I do like this one. Here I was saying, I forget, I don't know where the price action was at, but here I was saying that it could come down into this area. You know, this is where I would set my alert. My alert would not have gone off. It did come into this area though, which is good. It came out, came back in, came out, came back in. Now, once it would have broken this level, then this is when I would have entered if we were looking at this. But let's look at it just on a regular chart. Ondo, USDT. Let's go to MEXC. Let's go to a daily time frame. Let's get rid of this. Let's just look at, we looked at it a long time ago when it was up here. Set your alert. If your alert does not go off, if the 4-hour candle does not close above your white line, don't enter. And if we would have entered, more than likely we were here. If we would have entered, we would have been waiting for a very, very long time. This is why it's extremely important to do this. Let's see here. Wick says, let's see, this is true. I'm used to focusing on a tag team of projects. Oh, that's right. I forgot about looking at that. Dang it. Time for small spots that I don't mind. Let's see here. Let me look to see really quick. See here. Together. Let me see if I... Okay. So Solana and Injective normally run together. So let's go ahead and write this down. Solana and Injective, INJ, normally run together. Let's see here. I have these saved. 1 second. Going down the list. And I had a watch list for this. Okay, so that's all I have for that one. I may have used a different for accordance. Let me see if I have it saved in my saved document. Okay. Do watch list. No. I say run, maybe? I'm almost done, guys. I'm almost done. No, I'd have to look for it. And I'm making a note right now. Alts that run together. So tomorrow I will have that list. I do apologize. I just forgot all about it. Let's see here. Time for some baby spots that I don't mind exiting for 3 to 5% gains. This is a winner mindset. Everybody pay attention to that. 3 to 5%. You may think, 3 to 5% is nothing. No. Imagine doing 3% every single day and compound. That's ginormous. Versus trying to go for, 35%, 50%, and then risking, 15% each time. You win some, you lose some. Then the market starts turning, you start losing more than you're winning. Now you're down a whole bunch. This right here, very nice. Wick says, taxes next year are going to be complicated anyway. Might as well make it super annoying too. Yes. Yes. What taxes? Boating accident incoming. What taxes? Boating accident incoming. Don't know what that means. Let's see here. Let's see here. Consistency is key. Yes, very good. So let us look at Ondo. Let's remove all this mumbo jumbo. Let's look at the daily time frame. It's always good to zoom out and just kind of see what's going on. Well, here we had this really nice zone that it broke out of from here to here. So a really nice zone that it broke out of. And this was the actual setup that I gave to the group. Now, granted, we were in this coin. We moved up our stop loss. We did get stopped out at the gains was very small, which is better than a loss. The gains was very small because we moved up our stop loss due to the fact that Bitcoin looked like it might be turning, and then it moved like 24%. Ouch, I know. But better safe than sorry. I'm all about risk management. Then, of course, I'm always looking at this chart, and I told the group, I said, all right, guys, it came up, came down, broke out of this absolutely beautiful retest, and we entered the trade. This is one of the trades that we are in the VIP group. Due to this zone, it broke out, came back in, retested this support level, broke out of this zone, and is currently retesting this level or this zone. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. You can see this just a little bit more clear. Came out, came back in, came out, lower high, watch out, higher low, okay, maybe. And then it broke out of this trend line, good. Broke out of this level of resistance, candle body, and also the wick, even better. Now, it was forming these wicks. This is saying, selling pressure, possible, come down, maybe go into this for an extended period of time before it maybe breaks down. However, it came down, went to our zone, starting to bounce up, resistance, came down, broke through this resistance, nice, broke through this resistance, nice, hasn't yet broken through this. So if you're looking at trading this coin and you're not in it yet, I would wait. Why would I wait? Well, I would wait for the price action to break above this level. This is our now resistance. This is our resistance right now. what I would do is I'd set an alert. I'd say about here, in just random spot. So let's go. Well, it's not really random. Let's go set alert, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put a question mark, but I'm gonna put for the VIP add question mark, so we can add to our entry. Now, granted, I'm always looking at these, so I really don't need an alert, but I'll put it just, you know, for here, just to kind of let you know what you could also be doing. But would I enter right now? No, I'd wait. I would wait. So we have a couple things going on right here. Let us use this rate tool. So let's click there and click there. We have the magnet tool on, that way it snaps in place. This extends to infinity. This is showing us the uptrend. You know, we had a bounce here, or rather we had a start here, we had a bounce here, which is our next point. If the price action comes down, hopefully it'll bounce here. If it breaks below this, well, then we still have this zone. If it breaks below this level right here, watch out. Watch out, not looking good. We may come down to this level right here because of this. And then we have to see what's going to happen. Is it going to bounce and then get this area again to maybe come down, and then we got to wait? This is why alerts are very important. Now, if the price action does come down to here and then comes up, well, now this, what was support, is now resistance. So it'll come up here, get rejected, come down, come up, get rejected, hopefully bounce over this level, and then eventually break above. Now, the safest entry right here. All right. Oh, we got Mark in the house. What's up, Marky Mark? Appreciate you, man. I love the name, Marky Mark and the Funky Dutch. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. A good evening from the Netherlands. Oh, you sexy, yes, bib dancers. Love it. Yes, indeed. I got to get used to the name change. Yeah. The first time I saw it, I was like, is that Marky? Oh, it is. All right, cool. Dutch knows. Yes. Let's see here. So this is my thought process on this one. I'd wait. If you're not in it already, of course, for the VIP group, we did enter this one already. We were waiting for it to, you know, find its support. It did. And then, of course, we're in the trade. So let us look at, what other coin was it? I wrote it the other way. See, TIA. So let's go ahead and put this on our watch list. YouTube rapid fire. Okay. Let's go TIA, USDT. KuCoin. Do I have it on KuCoin or do I have it on Binance? I think we just did this one. TIA, USDT. I'm trying to do regular spot. I love doing leverage though, so it's just a habit for me to do on leverage. Okay, so this was my thought process at the time that the price action was, I'm assuming here. No, price action had to have been right here. So let's just kind of break this down. Let's break this down. Let's get rid of this. So when the price action was right here, you know, it was possibly gonna bounce. No, price action was, no, couldn't have been. Because we have this level. But this wouldn't have happened. I must have updated this chart. So this for sure was here, and this was here. We must have updated the chart to where this happened, but not this. So we have a you know, bull flag. If you do patterns, I don't. And of course, I'll set the alert right here. I wouldn't set the alert here. I would do it above this wick. I don't know why I have this here. Maybe this should have been a blue, because I haven't color coded. Blue means enter if it breaks above the level, 4-hour candle must close. I think that's what I must have done. I must have put the, I didn't change the color. This would have been the entry. This is what I always do. Of course, you can verify it from all the other videos. And then this would have been, you know, the break of the alert goes here, which would have been my orange color. And then of course, the 4-hour candle must close above this to enter the trade. Not only do we break this level, but we're also, you know, gaining the support. Here was our buy zone, and then here is a larger buy zone. This is a beautiful order block on the 4-hour time frame. This is a fair value gap. The price, it came down here, bounced beautifully off of the same level here, came down, and then came back up thinking, okay, cool, now we may want to long the trade, but we're not going to enter. For one, we're right underneath this resistance and this resistance, so we want to wait till it breaks above here before we enter the trade. Came down, broke this level, not good. More than likely it might come to this fair value gap. Now, one thing that I do is I show you what might happen at the time of the trade, not because of what I see. That's super key. Everybody else will tell you, oh, we have a triple top, we have a whatever they want to call it. No, it broke this level, more than likely coming down until it breaks it again, and then more than likely going up. And then here it did go into a fair value gap, came down, touched our order block. Now, because it touched our order block, like I would have thought, perfect entry. Absolute. Once again, I'm showing you what I would have done at the time of the entry. Perfect entry. Let's enter the trade. It would have come up, come down, and we would have been stopped out. Let's just say we entered here. Stop loss would have been right here underneath these wicks. We would have been stopped out. Now, granted, if you would have been watching somebody else, they would not have shown you this. So we want to enter right here, and because of this and this and blah blah blah, and get out of here, man. Like, you know, and it makes me so upset because they're tricking new people. People who know how they trade. Like, you normally say X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and Z happened, but yet you're saying you wouldn't have entered because of whatever. No, I would have been stopped out. This is a perfect entry. Our fair value gap, our order block came out, broke above this level. We're golden. Like, it's coming up to here more than likely before it gets rejected. This is what I would have thought. If we would have entered here, price comes up to here, comes down, comes up, breaks the level, comes down, does this number, comes down, breaks, and goes up. This because of this and this. This because of this and this. This because of this. I'm always looking to the left. This because of this zone. This because of this area over here. Oh no, too far. Well, just because it's underneath this resistance, but I was looking at this as far as the zone goes. But this right here. We would have been stopped out. Okay. With that being said, let us look at this on a regular chart. TIA USDT. And let's do Binance. Why not? Okay. I just hope I can remember where I put all these things. So looking at TIA, I do like this one. We were in it, but we got stopped out. Let's see here. I like it. Higher risk play though. Looking at the daily time frame. If you are a pattern trader, I'm not a pattern trader, and that's why we entered it. But you could argue that this is which it's not. You could argue that this is a bear flag. It's not. If anything, it's a downward channel. So a bear flag is bearish. A downward channel is bullish. But I don't trade patterns. But what I do is I see where the trend lines are at. Right now, what I entered, not so much. I mean, it's right underneath this resistance. Let's wait and see what happens. Let's look at this. Price is right here. What is 15%, 20%? Oh my gosh. 20%. And this is a low market cap coin too. See here. Low market cap coin. Me personally, I would not enter right now. Looking at the bigger picture, let's go to the lower time frame. Let's see if my thought process changes. Went up, came down. It's still underneath this resistance. You know, we could enter now, front running this possible breakout, and especially if Bitcoin looks bullish. To me, it doesn't look bullish. I mean, I think we'll go up, but we're going to come down. I think we're going to make a higher low on Bitcoin. I don't see any divergence. If I was to do a long right now, long one. If I was to do a long right now, stop loss would have to be, man, about 12%, and the risk to reward isn't there before I possibly get rejected at 5%. So the risk to reward isn't there. Let's go on a 1 hour time frame. Let's see if I can go a little bit higher, and I can't. So what I need to do is I need to put my stop loss underneath these areas of support. It's a bounce. For me, the risk reward isn't there. I would literally have to set an alert above this area, because all this is resistance. So I would have to set an alert. And then for this one, I'm actually going to set an alert because I do like this one. Again, lower market cap coin. That means they can move much faster up and down. So that's what I mean. Okay. I'm really behind on the charts. Let's see here. We got Jesse in the house. What's up, my friend? What's up, my friend? Let's see here. Going down the list. Jesse says, I can't wait to receive my $400 of ADA. From who? Jesse says, Joe, I'm a pattern trader for sure. Oof, ouch. You will learn, my friend. You will learn. Same with all other pattern traders. In my opinion, in my very biased opinion, patterns give us a bias of which way the price may go up. Bull flags, bull pennants in a bullish market, the bull market, they work very, very well. They work roughly around 80 and I'd say 90% of the time. But that's because we're in a bullish market. If you have a bull flag, bull pennant, inverse head and shoulders, cup and handle in a bear market, sometimes they play out, sometimes they don't. Even though you might think, oh, 68% chance, 74% chance, it's literally a 50% chance. However, when you're in the bull market and everything is crazy bullish, it just makes sense. Your bullish patterns will play out 85 to 90% of the time. It just makes sense. I don't trade patterns. I look for support, resistance, trend lines. So the neckline on your cup and handle, you may say, oh, well, I'm buying the breakup out of the neckline. For me, I'm buying the area of resistance. Once it breaks above, now becomes support. That's why I'm buying. Not because it's a neckline, but because it broke the resistance and is now support. Because I know that if it breaks that, I don't have a bias. Oh, well, it's a daily cup and handle. Like there's a very strong chance it's going to go up because it's whatever percentages, 68, 74, whatever mentor you have, they're going to have different numbers. Versus, oh, it broke the support. Man, it was a great support. It was on the daily time frame. But now because it broke that very strong support, it's now very strong resistance. That's my thought process. Now, granted, could I be completely wrong? Sure. Do I think I am? Nope. Wick says, Jesse knows. Yeah, there's a lot of pattern traders out there. That's how most people learn in the very beginning. For me, Let's see. Jesse says, Jesse on the 4-year cycle. Wick also knows. Let's see here. Jesse says, all good, Joe. Oh yeah, I mean, there's different opinions. So you could be right. I could be right. You could be more right. I could be more right. As long as you're making money, that's all that matters. It really does. You could be trading on the coin flip system. And if you're trading on the coin, where you get literally a coin and just flip it, I'm going long, I'm going short, I'm going to enter, I'm not going to enter. If you make money like that, okay, keep on doing it. Keep on making what makes you money. Now, if you start losing and losing way more than you should, then, well, okay, learn something different. Learn patterns, learn divergence, learn indicators, learn to trade the way I trade. Like, there's whatever makes you money, man. That's what I say. Let's see here. Frankie Candles. No idea what you mean. I'm guessing Frankie Candles. Oh, Frankie Candles is going to give you the ADA? Well, that's cool. That's really cool. Just says, ask, she knows. Don't forget to hit the, yes, notification bell, definitely. She does, what does she know? It's $400. That's a lot of money. Frankie Candles must be doing really, really nice. So here, Jesse means 4-year hold. Old by Jesse means 4 years old by. Very, very nice. All right. Let's see here, guys. So we got about 2 more minutes, I guess. I want to thank you guys very much for being here. You guys are the absolute best. Please, of course, if you haven't already, definitely smash the like. Definitely follow me on Twitter. Of course, I have the information up top. Also, if you want to reach out to me, Telegram's the way. If you want free content that is not on YouTube, PDFs, additional videos, stuff like that, definitely go to Patreon. There's a free portion on Patreon, which I do have to upload a free content for this week, or rather for last week. I forgot to do it last night. I was really busy with the group. But just to let you know, there will be something on there as well. And I thank you guys. I'm very honored to be part of your trading journey. Please be very careful with other mentors that flip-flop. I don't. What I mean by that? Well, for example, get out of here. That's gross. This right here on the 1 minute time frame. You know, there are people who trade on the 1 minute time frame, and what they do is they say, if the price action crosses above the 200 SMA, you know, we're going to have our target up here. Sure enough, the price action crosses above the 200 SMA and our target gets hit. Man, they're a genius. So the next time, you know, they say, okay, guys, you know my rule about the 200 SMA. If the price action crosses above it, I'm going long. Here's my target. Here's my stop loss. It starts going up. It goes up to here. They make a little bit of money, $50, $100, whatever it is, because they're trading with a lot of money, with a high leverage. They close out their trade here. This is not a good risk to reward ratio. Not only that, if it continues going up, they say, guys, you know, if you're still in the trade, you know, you're making money, let me know in the chat if you're making money, and you get hyped up and everything, and people are, they're sheep. Oh, I'm still in the trade, I'm making a lot of money. And so he's hyping them up that way, and then he says, I closed out because, you know, I just want to make this amount of money, this and that, blah, blah, so he wins. Now, if the price comes down and breaks below the 200 SMA, he said if it broke above, it was going up. That's what he said. It was going to hit this target. That's what he said. However, it breaks below the 200 SMA and he closes his trade. He closes his trade, but why did the price action go below it? He said it was going up. Be careful with those guys. And then if it does come down here and he closes his trade, well, granted, he closed it up here, but he would tell people, look, guys, this is why I closed it here, because I had a feeling it was going to cross the 200, even though he said if it goes up, we're going here. But if it goes down, well, then stopped out. Who sold with me, guys? Who sold with me? Let me know in the chat. So regardless what he does, he wins. Be careful with those people. Those people will Not can, but will wreck you. This is literally flipping a quarter. They will wreck you. Have rules in place, follow those rules, use those rules until they don't work, and then, you know, adjust to the market. Man, that was a very long outro. I do thank you guys very much. With that being said, be very careful. There's a lot of wolves out there, guys. There's a lot of wolves. I want you to become a trading warrior so you can take care of those wolves. I do thank you guys very much. I will see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, as always, let's make this money. Take care. We'll see you. Very good, guys. Very good. You guys are the best. Absolute best. Thank you guys for smashing the likes. Thank you guys for all of the love and all that fun stuff. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.